ASMR video. Now today's video I got ASMR, but you will fall asleep in 10 minutes exactly. You will fall asleep in 10 minutes exactly. Also, I'm sick right now. It's a pretty mild cold, I'm not gonna lie. It could be worse, so I'm not gonna lie, it is, it does suck at the same time. But I gotta remember, like, colds like these are very temporary. And it's a very mild one. So, I'm pretty lucky, I would say. So let's get right into it. So the first trigger that we got, the cologne. And yes, I just deep cleaned my room today. Like I said, I deep cleaned my room today. So once I hit the day, like the day after, maybe like the day or the day after I hit 1,000 subscribers, expect a room tour. Okay, expect a room tour. But yeah, expect a room tour. Expect a room tour. By the way, I did just take a shower. It actually helped me a lot, I'm not gonna lie, because like I had like a really bad stuffy nose before, but it kind of like it really like permanently like took it down a big notch, so that's good. But it kind of made it worse because I was literally surrounded in a bunch of dust, so it kind of made it worse for a little bit. But I went and took a shower and now everything's straight. Everything, it's not bad. It's honestly not that bad at all, so I'm very thankful. Because, at the end of the day, it could have been a lot worse than it is, so I'm honestly thankful. But yeah, I'm still able to do stuff. I'm still able to make music and stuff like that. And I'm definitely still able to make ASMR videos. I just wanted the outlet. It's because it's not that bad. Like, honestly, like, it's not, like, it's not physically, I don't physically feel like, crap. It's just more of like, like my throat a little bit, like a little bit. It was my throat, I did feel it like a lot yesterday, but it's not that bad. I just have a lot of like mucus or whatever, you know what I mean? But like time, as time goes on, it'll fade away. Fade away, fade away. But yeah, I hope you guys like the new setup that we got, because you guys can see a different background than what I was having before. And also, I moved my bed, and literally like everything in here is different. Like my lights are the same. Also, I replaced all my lights on my fan, because I got a fan. And all the lights were out. So I'm glad that I was able to replace those as well. And yeah, so basically everything in here is different. I can't wait. Like, y'all really don't know how much my room actually changed, because obviously y'all really see my room before, which is a cool thing, because I'll do another room tour. Maybe I'll do another room tour at some point after I do the first one at 1K. But y'all let me know, because me personally, I think that room tours are pretty, like, I think it's gonna be pretty fun, you know what I mean? Like, I can show y'all like my setup, that, because my setup is pretty basic but not that bad at the same time, because my setup right now is very organized. I dusted it. Someone helped me dust everything off and all that stuff, and I got my ring light up here. It's just a very, very good setup. got everything done, I got everything moved out, and I got, everything, is in like, a good, spot. So honestly, I couldn't be happier. Honestly, like it's a different feeling when you got like a nice clean room. But yeah, it's just a different feeling in general when you got a nice clean room, because you don't really gotta like worry about much. Because like now I'm actually gonna maintain it, the way it is. Because I'm not gonna lie, like back then, I was very like, like when we first moved in here, I was like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna keep this like the same way like forever, right? But like, obviously that didn't happen the way it was supposed to go down, because like I just started, I got lazy. I'm not gonna lie, I got lazy, and I stopped making my bed every day. I let stuff pile on top of each other, and I let things clutter, over time. I let things clutter over time. So that was kind of my bad, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna do everything that I possibly can to make sure that it does not clutter the way it did. And I'm basically every week I'm gonna do like a refresh where I just dust everything off, you know what I mean? And I like clean everything up, like I tidy it up and stuff like that, to make sure that I'm on top of it. And once I get into the habit of that, then it'll become, very easy to maintain. Because especially with YouTube, like my consistency, like after you do it for, amount of videos, like after you do it like a long time, it just becomes a habit, you know what I mean? It just becomes a habit over time, and and that, I think that's really, cool. So if y'all could hear, out there, again, there's people out there. I hate it when they're loud, bro. I really hate it when they're loud. Because I don't want the video to be ruined, bro. I want a perfect video, but like, sometimes I can't achieve a perfect video, bro. If there's people talking in the background, then I mean, it is what it is, you know what I mean? And also, if y'all heard it, like a few, like, my mom was, yelling at the freaking our dog, because she's just like our dogs are very, very stubborn, you know what I mean? Like everyone has got a dog that is very stubborn. But hopefully, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely think I'm gonna feel a lot better tomorrow. Just based on how I feel right now, I think that I'll get better, pretty fast, in my opinion. But yeah, sorry if everything is pretty loud and this video isn't on point. But, I'll be trying, you know what I mean? Also, sorry if this video is a lot shorter, but, like, my dinner's about to be done. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, comment down below whatever you would like. And yeah, also, room tour at 1K. I can't wait to show y'all my room, you know what I mean? It's nice and clean, and it'll definitely be worth it. But I will see you on the next one.